Which article of the Indian Constitution is known as the heart and soul of the Constitution? Right answer is option D, Article 32. Dr. B.R. Ambedkar called Article 30 the heart and soul because it allows citizens to move the Supreme Court for the enforcement of fundamental rights. The single citizenship in India is borrowed from which country's constitution? Right answer is option B, Britain. Unlike the USA, which has dual citizenship, India adopted the British model of single citizenship to promote national unity. Who is the ex officio chairman of the Rajya Sabha? Right answer is option B, Vice President of India. Under Article 64, the Vice President of India acts as the ex officio chairman of the upper house, Rajya Sabha. Which amendment is commonly referred to as the mini-constitution of India? Right answer is option B, 42nd Amendment. The 42nd Amendment brought massive changes to the Constitution, including changes to the preamble and the addition of fundamental duties. In the Indian parliamentary system, the Council of Ministers is collectively responsible to. Right answer is option C, the Lok Sabha. According to Article 75, the Council of Ministers is collectively responsible to the lower house, Lok Sabha, meaning the government stays in power only as long as it enjoys their confidence. Which schedule of the Constitution contains the anti-defection law? Right answer is option C, 10th Schedule. The 10th Schedule was added by the 52nd Amendment Act in 1985 to prevent political defections. Who appoints the Chief Election Commissioner of India? Right answer is option D, the President. The President of India appoints the CEC and other election commissioners based on the advice of the government. The directive principles of state policy are borrowed from which country? Right answer is option C, Ireland. The DPSP were inspired by the Irish constitution to guide the state in making laws for social and economic justice. What is the minimum age required to become the President of India? Right answer is option C, 35 years. To be eligible for the office of President, a person must be a citizen of India and at least 35 years of age. Which body is considered the guardian of the public purse? Right answer is option B, Controller and Auditor General. The CAG audits all government expenditures to ensure accountability and transparency. The 73rd Constitutional Amendment Act is related to. Right answer is option C, Panchayati Raj. It was passed in 1992. This amendment gave constitutional status to rural local self-government. How many fundamental duties are currently listed in the Indian Constitution? Right answer is option C, 11. Originally 10 were added by the 42nd Amendment. The 11th was added by the 86th Amendment in 2002. Which article empowers the President to impose President's rule in a state? Right answer is option B, Article 356. Article 356 is used when a state government cannot function according to the Constitution. Who was the chairman of the drafting committee of the Indian Constitution? Right answer is option C, Dr. B.R. Ambedkar. Dr. B.R. Ambedkar led the committee responsible for writing the final draft of the Constitution. The concept of judicial review in India is based on which country? Right answer is option B, USA. Judicial review allows the Supreme Court to examine the constitutionality of laws, a concept borrowed from the US. Which of the following is not a constitutional body? Right answer is option D, Niti Aayog. Niti Aayog is an executive body formed by a cabinet resolution, whereas the others are mentioned in specific articles of the Constitution. Under which article can the fundamental rights be suspended during an emergency? Right answer is option A, Article 359. Article 359 empowers the President to suspend the right to move courts for the enforcement of fundamental rights during a national emergency. The joint sitting of both houses of Parliament is presided over by. Right answer is option C, the Speaker of Lok Sabha. While the President calls for a joint sitting, the Speaker of the Lok Sabha presides over it. What is the maximum strength of the Lok Sabha as per the Constitution? Right answer is option B, 550. Following the 104th Amendment, which removed the two nominated Anglo-Indian seats, the maximum strength is 550. Which part of the Constitution deals with fundamental rights? Right answer is option B, Part 3. Articles 12 to 35 in Part 3 contain the fundamental rights. Which word was not originally in the preamble in 1950? Right answer is option C, secular. The words socialist, secular, and integrity were added by the 42nd Amendment in 1976. The governor of a state is appointed by. Right answer is option C, the President. The governor is the constitutional head of the state and holds office during the pleasure of the President. Money bills can be introduced only in. Right answer is option B, Lok Sabha. Under Article 110, money bills must originate in the Lok Sabha with the prior recommendation of the President. How many types of writs can be issued by the Supreme Court? Right answer is option C, 5 types. The 5 writs are habeas corpus, mandamus, prohibition, certiorari, and quo warranto. Which article provides for the Uniform Civil Code for citizens? Right answer is option B, Article 44. Article 44 directs the state to endeavor to secure a uniform civil code for all citizens. The residuary powers in India are vested with. Right answer is option B, Union Government. Any subject not mentioned in the 3 lists falls under the Union's jurisdiction. What is the tenure of a member of the Rajya Sabha? Right answer is option C, 6 years. While the Rajya Sabha itself is a permanent house, its members serve a 6-year term, with 1/3 retiring every 2 years. Who is the first law officer of the Government of India? Right answer is option C, Attorney General of India. The Attorney General is the chief legal advisor to the Indian government. Which constitutional body conducts elections to local bodies? Right answer is option B, State Election Commission. While the ECI handles national and state assembly polls, the State Election Commission is responsible for local body elections. The fundamental rights can be amended by the Parliament under which article? Right answer is option C, Article 368. Article 368 gives Parliament the power to amend the Constitution, including fundamental rights, provided it doesn't violate the basic structure. Who administers the oath of office to the governor? Share your answer and score in this video's comment section. Now see you soon in the next common informative video. Thanks for watching. Do like, share, subscribe and press the bell icon for new updates.